Hey YouTube, I'm back for round 2. So, on today's episode, I thought we'd talk about one of my favorite topics, and that is Game of Thrones. I'm very sorry about that. So, Game of Thrones. If you haven't heard about the series in any way, shape, or form, you're living under a rock. And you should come out from that rock, because there are dragons out here, and dragons are cool! Anyway, so, if you're like most of my friends, and quite frankly, me, you only watch the TV series, which is fine. The Game of Thrones TV series is all sorts of awesome, and that's okay. But, if you're like me, you like going online and looking at things. That came out wrong. You like going online and looking up things about Game of Thrones. So anyway, today I wanted to talk about one character that, if you just watch the TV series, you may not know about. Thumbs up to you if you do. A+, that is awesome. If you don't know about them, A+ to you too, because hopefully you're going to learn something from this video. Okay, so the character I want to talk about is Lady Stoneheart. If you strictly watch the TV series, you probably have no idea who the heck this person is. If you do know who this person is, it's probably because everybody is freaking out about the fact that she was not included in the TV series. But you know what? Showrunners can only include so much from the books. I mean, the books are this thick and thicker, so you're not going to find everything in the book in the TV show. It's just not going to happen. I say, good job, showrunners. You're doing a great job so far. Thumbs up to you, friends of mine. It's okay that they didn't include this character in my book, because while she is a very, very, very interesting character, she's not necessarily central to the plotline. Anyway, explaining who Lady Stoneheart is. Are you ready for this? Lady Stoneheart is the reanimated version of Catelyn Stark. So we all remember the Red Wedding, that terrible, terrible, soul-crushing episode that just makes you want to die. The Red Wedding. Well, we remember Catelyn Stark going crazy with grief after she sees her son die. She starts threatening everybody, and it's just insane and intense and totally awesome if you are into soul-crushing. Apparently I am. The Lannisters in the phrase, they basically desecrate her body. They throw her naked into a river, and she flows down. She's discovered by the Brotherhood Without Banners. Now, you probably remember them from the series. They kind of have a moral purpose. They're kidnapping people, but for a reason. They live out in the woods. You should remember them. Arya came across them. They had that red priest guy. Anyway, the leader of the Brotherhood Without Banners, he's like, no, she can't be dead, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, to the Red Priest, you have to save her. And it ends up that the leader of the Brotherhood Without Banners, he gives her the kiss of life, or whatever, and she comes back. But she is wackadoodle. She takes control of the Brotherhood Without Banners, because the previous leader had to give up his life for hers. So she takes control, and she has completely thrown away the purpose of the Brotherhood Without Banners. They're no longer really for a good purpose. She's using them as her weapons. She is thirsty for revenge. She is killing off anyone who had anything to do with the Red Wedding. Like, she is killing off the most distant cousins of the Lannisters who had no part in it whatsoever. But she's going to kill them anyway. Now, if you recall, I said earlier that while she's a very interesting character, she's not really central to the plotline as a whole, at least so far. Plotline that she really, really affects for a POV character, point of view character in the Song of Ice and Fire series, is Brienne. As you may recall, Brienne was tasked with bringing Catelyn's daughters back to her, Sansa and Arya. Brienne swore the oath that she would do this. But then she ends up befriending Jaime Lannister. A Lannister. Befriending a Lannister. Big no-no in Lady Stoneheart's book. So she eventually comes across Brienne. Brienne comes across her, whatever. She presents Brienne with a choice. You and Podrick die, or you bring Jaime Lannister to me, and you kill him, and if you don't kill him, you're gonna die. Ow! Anyway, so, yeah, Brienne, she doesn't want to die, so she goes and tells Jaime, hey, I found Sansa, come help me get her, you have to come alone, or she's gonna die. Obviously a trap. So, yeah, it affects Jaime as well, but Jaime is obviously not going to come in contact with Brienne or Lady Stoneheart, because he's, in the TV series, all the way over in Dorne. Dorne, you remember that weird little area of Dorne that was completely useless in the TV show, basically? Yeah, that's where Jaime is, so he has nothing to do with this now. But I feel like showrunners have kind of, even though they got rid of that plotline for Brienne, which would have been a really good place for her to be, I feel like they kind of portray her in a better way in the show. And while they had her in a kind of weird little bubble where she wasn't really doing anything, I mean, she'd pretty much given up on Arya. She didn't give up on Sansa, really, but she was kind of like, meh. Well, now that she knows where Sansa is and Winterfell, which is not how that happens in the book, she kind of has her purpose back. She's back in line, ready to kick butt, and we all love her. So, can't really get mad that Lady Stoneheart's not in the show. Would have been an interesting character. Again, not essential. Gotta cut that stuff out. Okay, so that's all I've really got right now on Lady Stoneheart. This was supposed to be a video discussing both Lady Stoneheart and a popular Game of Thrones fan theory that I think everyone should know about, but the video would have been way too long, and I wasn't about that life. So check in for the next Game of Thrones video. That will be discussing the popular fan theory, and yeah, so I'll see y'all later. Bye.